Have you ever caught yourself saying, "It's okay, I forgive you," even when deep inside you know it's not okay at all? You tell yourself it's out of kindness, that forgiveness is the right thing to do, that keeping peace is better than holding on to anger. But then it happens again. The same person hurts you, apologizes, promises to change, and you forgive them all over again. And then the cycle repeats. By the time you realize it, you're drained, hurt, and questioning why you keep giving out forgiveness like candy, especially to people who don't seem to care about how much damage they are causing. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. So many people are trapped in this cycle of forgiving toxic behavior over and over, thinking it's a sign of strength when in reality, it's slowly erasing their sense of self-worth. But why do we do this? Why do we keep forgiving people who hurt us? Well, the answer is more psychological than most people realize. Many of us grow up believing forgiveness is the ultimate act of love and maturity. From childhood, we're taught things like forgive and forget or turn the other cheek. While forgiveness is indeed powerful and healing in the right situations, toxic people exploit it. They know you don't like confrontation, they know you value relationships, and they know you fear being the bad person who sets firm boundaries. Because of that, they push those boundaries further and further, knowing you'll likely forgive them in the end. On a deeper level, this behavior often comes from something psychologists call repetition compulsion. It's an unconscious pattern where we repeat familiar painful dynamics because, in some way, they feel normal to us. For example, if you grew up in an environment where love was inconsistent or where you had to earn affection, your brain might now associate love with pain. So when someone hurts you but then apologizes, you feel a strange sense of comfort because your brain is used to that cycle. And then there's the chemical side of things. When someone apologizes, your brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, the same chemicals involved in bonding and pleasure. That little rush of, maybe things will change this time, is what keeps many people stuck. Even when logically they know the pattern won't stop. But here's what most people don't realize: forgiving toxic behavior over and over comes with a cost, and it's a big one. Every time you forgive someone without seeing real change, you send them a message, sometimes without even realizing it, that they can hurt you without consequences. Over time, this chips away at your self-esteem. You begin to doubt yourself, wondering if you're overreacting or being too sensitive, when in reality, you're simply asking for basic respect. This kind of pattern can lead to something called learned helplessness, where you stop believing you have control over how people treat you. You feel stuck, like no matter what you do, people will keep hurting you and you just have to deal with it. And it's not just emotional, there are physical effects too. Research shows that toxic relationships increase stress hormones like cortisol, which can lead to anxiety, poor sleep, weakened immunity, and even long-term health problems. That means constantly forgiving harmful behavior isn't just hurting your heart, it's hurting your body too. On top of that, the more you forgive without change, the more you start normalizing toxic behavior. What once shocked you starts feeling just the way it is, and that's dangerous because it lowers your standards for how you deserve to be treated.